Welcome back to Spectacle Island for episode 28 with me, Mr. Sealy P. You will have by now already seen from the thumbnail I have gone JCBIGGER. I said I was going to get one. This is epic. I went for kind of a JCB yellow metallic. But what I love, well, that for a start, but it's the tyre deformation, because I've got weight on here. I need to compact the silo, and as we found at the end of the last episode, the big tracky thing didn't work very well. So I thought if I put a hollow Stego on the front and rear, assume I can get up the pile. There we go. Let's unfold both. That and that. I've gone for the back. That does have straps. I thought I could take my egg pallets down on this as well. Save me taking a trailer, won't it? Right, let's drop that down. I honestly don't know how well this is going to work, having both on here. This has got 585 horsepower. It's a lunatic. And I love it. Let's open up that. I've got two of these and a fairly heavy tractor. I thought this would compact a lot quicker, and the problem is I can't go round and round in circles, which is what I normally do. Yeah, I really thought this. I suppose again I've gone for that because I've got the big tyres, like the LSW type things. They reduce compaction. That's the whole point of them. It spreads the load, doesn't it? It spreads the weight. So maybe I should have gone with a standard tyre for doing this. But it's still epic. So we're going to be doing this, and then we're going to be doing the canola harvest. So the canola harvest, we'll find out how much canola we're going to get, and then we're going to do the pig food thing. So we're going to have to find out whereabouts on the island, if there is anywhere. If there's not, we might have to speak to Holger Sengstock and see if we can get one of the pig food trading systems. Maybe we can get one down at the docks. And I might do a test with that as well, like I did with the manure. So what we might do is drive out to the imports, grab 1,000 litres or so of pig food, see what it costs, and then we'll do the same with the pig food trading system. Actually, you know what? While I'm doing this, I can't just at the same time and check the menu. Let's just turn that off a second. And what do I want to go into? This menu. Let's go to. I've still got them installed. I may have sugarcane, limestone, solid fertilizer, chicken food, cow food, pig food. Yeah, didn't I buy pig food on 6 ashes? So if we go for bulk pallet, that's 4,200 litres for 2,550. That's a really good price for pig food, so we could do pallets, couldn't we? I will make a note of that. I'll still test the other two. It might work out this is still the cheapest option, but we'll check them because I want to get the best price we possibly can. So whatever we make from canola, we will be buying pig food with, but I still want to get the best deal I possibly can to get the most amount of pig food for our money. That's what we're going to be up to. I do need to decide on what I'm going to put into field 9, 10, 11 because I still haven't decided what I'm going to be putting in there. I love this. So I have both now. The foremost I did sell, so the foremost has gone, as has the Claas Tucano. That's gone as well, because we are going to be buying another second harvester, but we're not going to be getting that in this episode. I suppose the problem I have is I want this as my thumbnail. The problem is, following on from that, is that the harvester I want to get, I also want as a thumbnail. Although to be fair, I did use it as a thumbnail on the mod review when it was on, So I guess really I could just bite the bullet. The problem is I'm kind of rolling three. It's in my head when I'm planning ahead for what videos I'm going to do and when I'm going to do them, what jobs I'm going to do within those videos. One of them was going to be getting this and doing some work, which obviously I'm doing now with it, but obviously we're going to be using it a lot moving forward. But then I was going to do a big harvest, or a harvest where I needed 2 harvesters, so I would buy the new harvester. That would also be probably a thumbnail. But then the pig food thing I was going to do, I thought, oh, that could be a thumbnail, because if I end up using the pig food trading system, but I think I'm going to end up doing all 3 in this one episode, so I'm not sure that's going to work now, is it? I've got enough money to buy the new harvester now, and the digestate price is still climbing slowly. I think it's at 1,059 at the moment for 1,000 litres. It's still climbing, so I'm going to wait till it hits its peak before I sell anything. And this is going up, it's just taking a little while now. It's certainly quicker than the Trac, so which didn't move at all. I know not everyone was happy about me doing that at the end of the last episode, but it was one I had to check it. I just had to, because had that turned out to be just incredible, you know, I probably would have made a separate video on that alone, you know, if that had been hyper fast for compacting. But obviously, again, it was not to be. There are so a modded set of these, aren't there? I used the modded set on Eureka Farms because it was supposed to be heavier and denser. I didn't think to get those, I just used the standard in-game ones. I have definitely mentioned this before, but on FS19, or 17 wasn't it, the Holoras ones we had, you put water in them to make them heavier. You filled them up with water. They were brilliant at compacting, absolutely amazing. Anyway, I'm not going to carry on whittling on while I do this. I will finish compacting this, and then we'll get on to harvesting the canola. Sort out the pig food situation. I mean, to be fair, I've got the Lexion. It's a big harvester, big header. It's not going to take too long to do the fields I've got. Don't think. Silage clamp at the biogas plant is compacted and covered. Oh yeah, that was what I was going to say. Bit more top mix ration making and moving. I managed to clear all of that in the end, so I've made 2 more stacks. So I've got all that there, and then I tidied up, so I moved the silage bales that were all over there and stacked them here, so all the stuff's in a sort of more closer proximity. I've just realised I left the tanker in the way. That's got the digestate in it. I'm going to take and sell at the slurry yard once the price has gone up, so I'll just move all that. So this is just where I left it. Just pull up and stop. That's what you do. I'll try and get a gauge for how much canola we're getting before I decide on what trailer to bring down, because it's going to be difficult to tell, isn't it? It doesn't really matter. If I bring down the 70,000, I can always empty it into the larger one, can't I? Because it tips up. So it doesn't really matter. That's a handsome looking harvester. Wow. What's the date today? 26th. I'm going away for a few days on the 28th? 29th. 29th, Thursday. I'm going to be going away for a few days. We have got the opportunity to go and stay at my wife's friend's barn in our favourite place. So we're going to go. I think after the recent plague and all the rest of it, we need a break. That said, we were both talking this morning about how exhausted we both are. And how I don't think we're 100% right yet. So it's that worry. I think it's just something nice to go anyway. Anyway, the reason behind it being, it's my birthday on Friday, on the 30th of July. So yeah, be nice to be up there for my birthday. What I'm trying to do is prepare some additional videos to post for a few of the days that we're away. There probably won't be any mod reviews because I'm not intending taking my PlayStation. I did that last time we went and it was actually quite liberating and relaxing, and I think, like I say, in light of the fact of being unwell, I think we need a break, you know. So anyway, Silly G's coming, my eldest is coming as well, so my youngest and my eldest are coming with us, which will be lovely. So yeah, we're just going to get away. I'm hoping, I say every single time, I take all my camera equipment with me. I take my vlogging camera, I've got a GoPro, I've got an 8, I think I've got a GoPro 8. I take my drone, always take my drone away. That way if we come across any farming of any interest or something cool or something I think people might be interested in. I haven't done a vlog video for so long. And the last time I took all my camera equipment away, I did a vlog at the barn. I did like a barn tour and a little bit around the village, and it was lovely. For some reason, when we got back and I was trying to edit it, the video files corrupted. I have no idea why. I tried to edit. Every time I tried to save them, they wouldn't save. But the weird thing was, every time I went onto the cameras and the SIM cards, they're all there. It allowed me to move them over. And I was on Premiere Pro, not like a dodgy editing software or anything. I was trying to obviously teach myself as well to edit on the PC, which I don't normally do. And yeah, I ended up losing the footage. I couldn't do anything with it, which was a bit of a pity. So I'm a bit concerned how I'm going to do it. Because when I was doing all my stuff before I got Premiere Pro, before I had the PC that was capable of doing the stuff that you know, all of my day-to-day admin and all the things I run on it to keep my channel going, all my videos I did, all my vlogs I did before, I would take the footage, put it on my laptop, convert the files over, then move them from there to my PlayStation and then edit on there, which, as you can imagine, takes quite a while, but it worked. So I don't know, we'll see. I'm hoping when we're up there, because it's going to be sort of summer, it's going to be busy in all the sort of main touristy places, and we're going to try as much as we can just to relax, stay off the beaten track. If we end up just staying around the barn and, you know, taking farm dog out for walks and just, yeah, lovely. But weirdly, and I don't know why this is, we have been going, well, I've been going up to Lake District since we got married. We went for our honeymoon, so it was our 25th wedding anniversary last October. So 26 years coming up on, we've been going, and I mean we've been up for like long weekends. We'll just drive up for a weekend. It's a fair old drive from where we live up to the lakes. It's a good 5 hour on a good run. On a bad run, I think some of the worst runs we've had when there've been traffic jams or accidents, 7, 8, 9 hours. We've had some horrendous journeys. And I said to Mississippi, I know it's not, because having not been well and lockdowns and being kind of cabin fever, cooped up indoors and stuff, very apprehensive about driving that distance, you know. Haven't really been anywhere for a while, and I don't know, just feel a bit, it's odd, never really had that feeling before, but a bit nervous. So what I'm going to do is, what are we looking at? Mind you, we've got some big fields left to do. 1 and 2 are the smaller ones, aren't they, really? Let's crack on. But what I do want to check is field status with regard to, doesn't need ploughing, doesn't need lime. That's good. I'm thinking 3 and 4, no, 3 are extended, oh, I don't know, 4 won't. 5 and 6 are kind of newly sorted, so they shouldn't. I'm thinking potentially field 4 I might need to lime What did I do it last time? Was it 1 and 4 I limed last time? I suppose I should start doing what they do on farms, on actual farms. Get a little map up, print a map off of the farm that I'm working on, and then having like you can mark on it, almost like a dry whiteboard, laminate it, and then you can mark on what you've done on it, so you can remember. You can just look up immediately and see what's been done, and then once you're on to the next cycle, you wipe those off and you kind of go again. But I guess that's kind of what the map in here is for, isn't it? To save you doing that. So I did a bit of calculating. Those pallets I was looking at, 4,200 litres of pig food for 2,550, puts it at 607 for 1,000 litres, which is pretty good. So like I said, we need to go and check out the imports and then the pig food trading system. My only concern is the pig food trading system's quite... Now, hang on, I could be misremembering this. I seem to recall the pig food trading system being expensive, like 75 grand expensive. But then for some reason I suddenly thought, I'm sure when I checked this last time it was only 15. I'm not sure which way around this is going to go. Yeah, 75 grand. So I'm not going to save any money because it's going to cost me 75 grand to place one. That's 75 grand I could be spending on pig food, which is rather annoying. I wonder if we can get the Port Authority or someone else to invest. If they invest in buying it, all I want to do is go down and buy stuff from it. I wish I could remember when I did the testing on Sussex Farms what the price came out at for that. It was definitely the cheapest option at the time, but those Quiet Hitman pallets weren't a thing then. Maybe I'll jump off and do a test on my test map. No, that's not... And once I get a work going on here, it's going to be full in a minute, I'll empty it and we'll whiz over. Well, I suppose what I could do with is a small trailer, like a really small trailer, that I can just, like I know is a set amount. Maybe like the Stroutman or something like that, the little Stroutman. But in its smallest capacity is 4,000 litres. So I know I'm going to get 4,000 litres. I can work out what the price for 1,000 is really quickly, really easily. Because the problem is if I do it on the larger trailers, I'm always stopping it kind of midway through and you get odd amounts, which gets tricky to work out. Look, I've got the pipe sticking out the right side. That doesn't happen often, does it? No, it does not. So the question has been asked, why do I need 4 big tractors? The answer to that is, I don't. No, actually I just only thought, I'm worried, will that tip into that back thing? Because has that got a capacity? I can't remember now. Or is it just for straps? So I don't want to drive under that and put a load into that back bit. It's a great idea, So leave that there. Let's have a quick look. What's it going to cost me to lease? Yeah, just the small Stroutman. It's not going to be much, is it? 408. I wonder if the Land Rover would be any good for that, or is it going to be too big? Always, the scales are always a little bit, can be a little bit off. Sometimes you go with the vehicle and the trailer seems huge. Other times they don't. I might as well just grab one of my normal tractors. Let's. Oh, mind you, my lorry's got a trailer hitch, hasn't it? Let's keep checking on the price of the digestate. 1,079. I don't think that's gone up again. Right. Let's go and check the pig food price up at the imports, shall we? Okay then. Let's see what 4,000 litres is going to set us back. And I'll just divide whatever it costs by 4. We'll do some maths. Do some maths. We'll see. It's quicker to bring it with the lorry, 55 miles an hour. Why not? Let's go. I don't think it's going to be cheaper than 607 for 1,000. We'll see, but I don't think it will be. No. 4,479. If I divide that by 4, 1,119. Nope, that's more. So it's going to be pallets. I really should test the. I've bought that now. Can't think about it. Oh. I really need to test that pig food silo. What I need is a generous benefactor. You know what, I've been racking my brains as well. As I say, thought, oh, gold bars. I've got one gold bar to sell and another one that's nearly ready. Well, I say nearly ready. It's on the go. I'm sure there are more gold bars, and I can't for the life of me remember where they all are. It may well be that I have got all of them. I definitely came out and got the one off the island here. I've got all the ones up around the slurry yard and the mansion that's being refurbed. I've got the one down there. Unless there's one, I don't know. All the ones I think around the sawmill area I definitely got. Ones around the main harbour and docks I got. Apart from the one that flung out of my hand at the workshop office. That never came back, never appeared. I don't know what happened to it. I looked everywhere. I suppose what I could do, you know what I'm going to do? It's naughty, but it'll work. Let's just double check something else while we're here, because it's an easier way of doing it. It's better than putting in a it's better than putting in a government subsidy sign. Oh, gold bar's gone up 17,907. I have got one. What are we looking at with regard to propane? 2,648 zone propane 3 and zone petrol 2, 2,299. Where is zone propane 3? That's going to be up here, isn't it? That's going to be all up here. I'm thinking if I do a full load, oh no, I've still got, yes, here. I've got all that digestate, haven't I? I've got all that digestate on board. If I sell a load of propane, what I make from that will cover the cost of placing the pig food silo. So technically I will have paid for it. Yeah, it's still going up. Maybe I'll do that. We'll keep it on the digestate price while we're doing all the canola. Then maybe by the time we finish the canola, that I'll be able to sell my digestate, and then I mean, so I suppose technically the digestate money I'm making as well is surplus, because I did that my entrepreneurial manure, and I made the money, what, 160 odd grand overnight from what I sold at the biogas plant. Then I'm going to make the money from the digestate from the biogas plant, and I think that full load of 250,000 litres, bar the 20,000 litres I took out and put on the floor for the pear trees, I think, did I pay in the end 4,000 or something? Or was it 6,000? What, it wasn't a huge amount, was it? Oh, harvest is done on field 1. Right, I'm going to put the pig food directly in. I'm going to move the harvester over, and I'm going to crack on clearing these fields. Once the fields are all done, then we'll have a look at situations regarding silos, etc., and we'll go from there. I'll keep hold of this small trailer for the time being, because I can do the same thing at the pig food silo. And I suppose the end result of that can be, if it doesn't work out cheaper and the pallets is the cheaper option, I can just, whoever I've done the deal with the silo, we can sell the silo and I'll get half the money back on that. So yeah, it'll all work out in the end. It'll all come out in the wash, so to speak. Let's pop that there. Right, I've got work to do. It's nearly 10 past 1 in the afternoon, and my canola harvest on fields 1 through 5 is now complete. I've got the last 23,886 litres, and I've been putting it all into the silo. I thought rather than putting it into the trailer, I don't know why, I've just been putting it in here. It just seemed to make more sense. Now, this silo only had 20,000 litres of canola in it. So if I take that 20,000 litres off, that'll tell me what we got. I think it's going to be in the region of 180,000 litres or something. I'm pretty sure. What digestate price is up to 1,153. I'm going to sell it at that, because I'm done now with the harvest. So I was just going to wait and see how far it went. So we have got 188,751 litres. So if I take off 20,000 of that, we've got 168,000 litres off those 5 fields, which is pretty impressive actually. Now the question is, do I keep the 20,000 I had? So if I want to continue to do, no, I'm not. I'm going to do all of it. Or actually, no, I'm going to do 188,000 litres, because the best price is at the boat unloading station 1, which means taking it by boat. So like I said, whatever I make on that load of 180,000 litres of canola, that's what I'm spending on pig food, and I want to get the most pig food I can with that money. So I think what we need to do, we've got a bit of a kind of double whammy. As that price is falling, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to grab the large trailer and take that down to the boat. I will go and sell it, and we'll see what we get. I will then, once that's sold, I'll take the digestate, and then I'm going to do, I mean, I must admit, I was thinking about it, and I thought to be fair, I have made money from gold bars. I have made extra money from various different things here and there, which to say to myself, right, I could just go and buy the pig food thing for 75 grand. If I take that out of the equation, say to myself, that's an investment moving forward, but then if it turns out that's not the best place, the best price, it won't have been an investment. So that's what I'm thinking in my head. I know it seems it's a weird way of reconciling it in my brain, in my strange brain pan, but I think I will do a propane run. Whatever I make from that propane run, you know, if it doesn't turn out to be 75 grand, then it doesn't. I'll put a little bit in myself. That way, at least, if it turns out that's not the best price, we haven't technically lost out on the deal. Does that make sense? I know, yeah. Like I said earlier, it's a bit of a weird way of looking at it, but it's the best I can come up with at the moment. So, I'm going to put wheat in then. We want canola. But it only takes 180,000 litres, so I don't want to put the whole 188 in there. Right, you don't need to see me taking this down, loading it onto the boat, driving the boat all the way out. I'll see you out there when I'm selling it. We'll see what we make, and that's exactly what we're going to spend on our pig food. I know this is, you know, a lot of people would just say, what does it matter, you know, just go and buy your pig food, it really doesn't matter. But this is kind of all part and parcel. I don't know, I mean, it's one of those things actually I've never really considered. I don't know how you guys tackle it. Do you, when you're playing, will you always go and try and find the best price for things? I know selling things, you always want to make the most money, so you will kind of look around at the sell points, see where the best price is and sell there. Do you even do that? Do you just go to the closest one? Do you, know, how do you go about doing it? And as far as buying, do you just say to yourself, look, it doesn't matter, I need to buy it, I'm going to buy it here, I'm going to buy it there. Are you not fussed about price, or how do you normally tackle it? You know, I will spend ages working out best prices and keeping an eye on prices of things, and you know, for me that's always been a kind of integral part of the game. But I guess, yeah, I've always kind of assumed it is for everybody, but it probably isn't, is it? Right, we're a little bit over. Only a bit. Right. I'll see you at boat unloading station 1. Actually, while I'm heading out, this is just a very quick one. Sorry, I'm not going to show you the whole journey out there. A few people commented, message to say, did you know? And I didn't know. So, the boat is set at 15 miles an hour. And I think originally it only did 15 miles an hour, but when it was updated so you can make all the configuration changes and stuff, if you go onto the cruise control setting for it and roll it forwards, it can go up to 19. Just makes the journey a little bit quicker. I didn't know that. So for those people that did message to say that, thank you very much. Very much appreciated. Let's see what we're going to get, shall we? It's very sad. For me. Not for, I always get very excited about these bits, you know? When you've got a whole load and you've got a price that's kind of fluctuating, you're not quite sure what you're going to get, you've kind of in your head kind of worked it out. You think, oh, it should be about. Sometimes you can be very disappointed. Other times you go, oh, that's good, that's more than I thought I was going to get. Massive thank you to everybody who's watching, still watching the series, still enjoying the series. I really, really do appreciate it. My pen is at the ready for making a note of how much. Whoa, 325 grand? 325,000, we won't worry about the 59. 325 grand. That's not a bad old payday, is it? We'll take that, thank you very much. So, next then is going to be digestate. Sell the digestate I've got because I need the tanker. Then I'm going to do a propane run. propane. What was it? Propane, right? And that'll pay for the. I know it's a long-winded way of going about this. That'll pay for me to get the pig food silo down to the docks. We're investing. Let's put it. We're investing in having that brought to the island. That's what we're doing. So then I'll take down the small Strautmann trailer. We'll get 4,000 litres from there. Work out the price, and then we'll spend 325 grand on pig food. That's a lot of money, isn't it? But that should last us quite some time. Which means that one, you know, I would at the moment be sitting on 188,000 litres of canola. Now, obviously, if I was going to continue doing the pig food the way I have been doing it, I wouldn't have done 5 fields of canola. I mean, what I could continually do if I want to do it as pig food is roll it forward, and each time I do it, rotate the fields round, but do a crop of everything I need for the pigs each time I do it. But I think my whole premise and thought behind this process being that if you can make more money selling the crop than it costs you to buy pig food, you're better off selling the crop. Because realistically now, I suppose the other way of looking at it is, like for like, what I should be, I'm looking at this the wrong way, aren't I? I had 188,000 litres of canola. Maybe what I should be doing instead is buying 188,000 litres of pig food and seeing what that costs. If that's cheaper, yeah, that's right, isn't it? So if that's cheaper than what I made on the canola, you're better off. Well, not always. It depends on the pricing, obviously. There's a lot of variables at play. It depends on what your prices are. But in certain circumstances, it's more beneficial to sell your crop and buy pig food. Especially if you can find the cheapest place for getting pig food. So maybe that's what I need to do. Well, it wasn't 188,000, it was 180 I just sold, wasn't it? So if I buy 180,000 litres of pig food, if that's less than 325 grand, it was much better idea to sell the canola rather than use it as that's, yeah. I mean, I was looking at the experiment the wrong way round. That's what we're going to do. Experimentation and maths. It's very educational today. Am I educating you? I hope so. All I'm doing at the moment is confusing myself, but we'll get there. Okay then, that was a proper light bulb moment, wasn't it? So we've sold the digestate, we've sold our propane, we've invested in having the pig food silo put in. If the mathematicians in the room haven't already exploded, before they do, I understand the maths is already there. The maths has already been done. In that, I know already from the pallets I can buy pig food 607 for 1,000 litres. I've just sold my canola for 1,800, just over 1,800 for 1,000 litres. So I know I can get my pig food for 1/3 of what I just made, or I can get 3 times as much for what I just made. So that I already know. I already know that as this process goes, I was better off selling my canola because it was a much higher price than I know I can buy the pig food for. So let's get out of the way now. I'm not waiting to find out about that side of things. What I'm waiting to find out is this a cheaper option, doing it this way? If this works out less than 607 for 1,000 litres, then we'll do the pig food here. This will be an easier option because I can just drive my trailer under and fill up. Problem is, if it's not, I think what I'm going to do for 180,000, I'm trying to think if my maths is correct. For 180,000 litres at 607 for 1,000, it's only going to work out about 109, 110,000. So yeah, 1/3 of what I just made on the canola, I can get 180,000 litres of pig food. So if I get it for 109, I might as well get 250,000 litres. So I will fill that trailer and then go and put it into the silo. But what I need to find out now is it cheaper here? And because this was bought from a propane run, which I made a little bit extra on top, as you've already seen, a little bit extra profit. It's a little bit slower to fill, but ooh, 2799 divided by 4, 699. Oh, that's a little bit more, isn't it? So it's just under 700, or 699.75. So my choice now is, do I, for ease of operation, just do it from the pig food silo, or, so what I need to do is, if I multiply that by 250, 174 grand, 175 grand. For anyone that thinks, God, this guy's amazing, I have got my calculator out next to me. I'm not that good. I'm not a savant or anything like that. I'm not. So that's still less than the 325 grand I made for my canola. So what I have now found out is, I know for definite, the pig food pallets from Quiet Hitman are the cheapest option at 607 for 1,000 litres. If I was going to do 250,000 litres, I would need 60 pallets, because the double stack pallets are 4,200 litres. They're about 60 pallets, which would take quite a while. So you know what, mind you though, when you think about it, there's a difference in price between 109 and 175. That's 65 grand difference. Do I want to save myself a bit of time and save face by using the thing I've just bought, or do I want to save that 75 grand? But then, to be honest, it's that situation there. I could do another propane run that would cover that, and I have just invested in this. You know what, no, I'm not. I'm going to do the cheaper option. I'm going to go for the Quiet Hitman pallets. 60 off. What am I thinking? Is this really the way I should end the episode? By being completely bonkers? Yeah, why not? It's going to save me 75 grand, why not? That's the whole point of the exercise. You know, yes, it was to find out price-wise whether it's better off selling the crop and buying pig food rather than using the crop, but also finding the cheapest option for my pig food. That is that. 4,200 litres for 2,550. Right, so what I've got to do is just keep buying until I run out of space on the deck, probably, unless that goes beyond 60. And then fill up my trailer. That will go up and go into storage, which means I can turn my attention now. I don't have to worry about repurposing my fields for covering the pig food. It means we can now concentrate on just cash crops, really. That's kind of the idea, I suppose. That's where we want to be heading. I have got enough money to buy my new harvester. I've got enough money probably to buy another field on Field Island. Maybe extend my field even further. Should I do that? Could do that, couldn't I? But that will be for another episode. The next episode, probably. Let's see how we're looking so far. Ah, dearie me. That can't be right. 60 pallet. I must have made a mistake on the maths there. Oh no, because I was basing it 109,000 was if I did 180,000 litres. If I do 250,000 litres worth, if I fill this trailer, it's going to require 60. So it's going to cost more. Oh, that's the problem. Yeah, my maths was wrong, wasn't it? I was working it out on 250,000. Oh, hang on a minute. 607,000. No, 607 for 1,000 litres. Multiplied by 250 for 250,000 litres is 151. Oh, so I'm only saving myself. Oh no, I should have gone the other way. I only saved myself 20 grand. I say only. If somebody said to me, "Do you want 20 grand?" I'd be like, "Yeah, of course, thanks very much." Should have gone for the pig food silo. You know what I'll do? I'll fill up with these and then I'll fill the rest up for the pig food silo. Best of both worlds. Best of, but this is still definitely the cheaper option. So, on that slight mathematical mistake, that will have had the mathematicians going bonkers. We are complete. So, brand new tractor, silage clamp compacted, harvest on field 1 to 5 complete, sold the canola, sold some digestate, sold some propane, bought some pig food. It's been a busy old episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. As always, thanks for watching.